Uh, Today, I want to discuss about Russia today. I feel as though it was a good time for me to voice my opinion about Russia. I'll be on YouTube and I'll be watching channels, and I don't really see nobody like being honest to people about what's going on in the war. So I think I took it upon myself to talk about what's going on in the war with Russia. Okay, everybody knows America is about business, money, and all that. We got to sell our weapons. You know what I mean? That's how we thrive in the country. War makes America very rich. Everybody knows that. Everybody buying weapons off of us. So our capital income and weapons are going up. But the economics is kind of going down because of the trade, the sanctions, hurting everybody. Now, when President Biden first said that he was going to sanction Russia, I immediately knew from the beginning that it was no way America or NATO could cripple Russia. When he said 3 months, nobody in their right mind understand business, economics, finance will believe that that could happen. That America and they could just defeat Russia. For one thing, the oil came from, they buy oil off Russia. So when you went to war, they were still buying oil for maybe the first 5, 6, 7, 8 months of it. Now, what happened is, I think President Biden thought democracy around the world would have worked on every country. But it worked on the white countries, but it didn't work on the minority country. It didn't work with the Indians. It didn't work with China. It didn't work with North Korea. It didn't work with Venezuela, South America, the Saudis. So what happened is that Russia outsmarted the system. He went and sold some stuff to China. Look, China, this was going on. Bam, bam, bam. If I fall, they're going to come at you next. They're going to have more power. We know what they're trying to do. I told them, I asked them a couple of times not to push Ukraine. Don't expand NATO, you're getting close to my country. But Biden did it. Now, a lot of they can blame America for the failed policies of Biden. Yes, we can blame us for that one. Yes, it is. Because when they invaded in 2014 Georgia, Obama did the right thing. All Obama could do was put sanctions on them. That's it. Don't get involved financially. And then it's a trick right here. President Biden told the American people during the pandemic time that he don't have no money for us. That's what he said. I don't have no money. We running out of money. Everybody gotta go back to work. Now I can't help the businesses bail out. So a lot of businesses start closing down under Biden watch. So the people believed it for a couple of months. Then when the Ukraine war started, he started throwing around all these billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. That's when American people knew that Biden was full of it. Because what Biden did was he sent, I think, if I'm correct, $100 billion less than a year to Ukraine. That means you could have gave that to the American people. So basically, you gave all these weapons and all this, and anybody in their right mind, Ukraine is like the size of Canada compared to the U.S., and we this close to each other. All U.S. would do was shoot missiles over there, send drones over there, destroy everything, then we send our soldiers in. Because we're so close to each other. If Canada want help from somebody like Europe, it's going to take maybe months to even get over there. And like President Zelensky, everybody saying he's a great president, he's doing a good job, all this and all that. Half of Ukraine is destroyed. Half the population is gone, scattered out throughout the world. They're never coming back. So they lost their peoples in that part. And he did 6 drafts already. Probably 7 by now. When Russia did 1 and everybody news, they didn't tell you that Ukraine did 6 drafts. And for this war to work, Ukraine needed the Democrats to win the House. So when the Democrats lost the House, it went to the Republicans. Now, the Republicans had the House for 3 months now. You're not hear one time President Biden offer any more money. He ain't saw 50, 20, $30 billion. Republicans are going to say no to it. So now when you look at the news, they talking about the war not going to be over this year. Well, Ukraine's spring offensive is not going to go as fast as we thought it was because they don't have that money no more. Congress not going to give them the money. That's why they're starting to look like Ukraine is about to lose the war. Because everybody remember, Congress got the House for 2 years. 2 years they got the House. Now, do they got the House for 2 years, ain't no way and they giving out money because they didn't give it out now. Plus, Biden is not working fair with them. A lot of stuff is infighting with the Trump situation, former President Trump situation. So we have a lot of infighting going on now. We got the deficit coming up. They trying to meet with Biden and Biden not meeting with them. It's more like, no, we ain't working with you, you ain't working with us. And Ukraine caught in the middle now because they can't come and get no check. Like they not getting no money. So now what's happening is Russia's selling oil to China. You know what? We're going to work together and control the Pacific and we're going to control the West all here. That's what's happening now. Now, if you look at the economies, everything, you look at the stock market, everything, Europe dropped down, but the ruble went up. So what they're trying to do now is they took mostly all American businesses out of it because Biden took get the businesses out, just pay this Democratic. What y'all understand is the businesses didn't leave. They had to sell them to Russia, and Russia used a different name. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They use a different name. The same McDonald's with a different name over there. Starbucks is called Star in Russia. Different name. That's what a lot of things that we are, I would say that we are forgetting. You have to put your emotions to the side and respect your opponent. Study your opponent, respect your opponent. And we respect and study your opponent. You understand your opponent. You can defeat your opponent. America didn't respect or study their opponent. They didn't respect or study Russia. They believe economically wise, they're going to destroy Russia. Russia not economically country. How can you destroy a country that's already financially not that type of way? You put on sanctions when they don't spend money like the Americans do. See, that's American problem. We all about money, capitalism, and money. It's always about cash to us. So we think everybody else think the way we think. Everybody else don't think the way Americans think. So when we come there and we try to draw the way we think, Russia laughing like we don't spend money that much anyway at these stores. Or we going to take the stores and put them on our name. And which a lot of people don't understand, the grain is owned by Russia now too. Yes, Russia part of the grain. So they're getting money from grains now. People ain't looking at that part. And there's an oil company that Japan had with Ukraine that Putin took the oil company. And now Japan is friends with Russia. He took part of another little oil company over there. They don't tell you these things. So when you're watching these generals on TV and all they talking about is the Russia anxiety or Russia, that's all trash. One thing, if you serve in the military, why is you going on national TV telling Russia when Ukraine is going to attack? Oh, they're going to spring offensive. Russia not. Oh, they're going to do it May 12th at 3 o'clock. Russia knows it's going to be this month, so that Russia reorganizing around that because they telling everybody when Ukraine is going to do something. That's the failure right there. 2, they lying to the American people by keep saying Russia is going to running out of ammunition. When is a superpower going to run out of ammunition? When they got money to make their own weapons. They're not a third world country. That's another lie. Oh, they're running out of weapons. So all of a sudden Russia can't buy weapons off Saudi Arabia. They can't buy weapons off Turkey. They can't buy weapons off these other countries. That's American. That's what we do here in America. We got a problem with giving false hope. And we really make y'all believe like this is what it is when it's not. That's the sad thing about it. That's why Russia is actually going to win the war. Because America is not funding it like it used to because the House is Republican now. Everything goes through Congress. Then it goes to the Senate. Then the president signs off on it. Congress is more powerful than the Senate. Congress is the oldest foundation of the country. It goes back to before we even was called America or even had a president, we had Congress. So that's all I really wanted to say. Another little quick video, not go too long in it. But I thought I would try this because sometimes you be sitting there and we watch YouTube, watch other people comment. You're like, man, and you argue with people in the comment section. So you just say, you know what? I'm gonna counter that by just putting it out there what I think it should be. Like the version that American people don't know or don't want to know. Because at the end of the day, we got to explain $100 billion went down the drain. When Biden runs in like 5 months, he started debating, they're going to ask him questions. You invested $100 billion of American money in the war that Russia is winning in. You got to justify the money. That comes back to Trump. So if you really want to understand America, right? One of the books, a lot of people some people that go to college or went to college or high school or college and all that, they still buy books. A lot of young generations now, they're not really into books. I'm older, so I still buy books. I believe books is still where it's at. You can have your phone, it can get wet, water can fall on it, and you lose everything. But these right here don't go out of style. Paperbacks. Now, this book is called The Presidents of America. Every president. And it breaks down the history of every president and everything on it. So, I recommend y'all look at this book and it basically tells you the history of it. Not the new age, but they want you to know. They're telling you the history. Trust me, get paperbacks if you really want to understand how Americans think and how we work and everything. So, this should be a good book to look at it. Paperbacks.